My name is Jacob Larson, and I teach at Lawrence Free State High School at Lawrence, Kansas. And I teach special education and English. And the student I'm thinking of, I'll call her Mary. This is a student who has some pretty moderate to sometimes severe emotional disabilities, and is rarely very motivated by things. She's threatened to drop out once she turns 18. And is really down on herself sometimes. Toward the beginning of the year, when I'd noticed that on a couple occasions when she was actively doing some things, some work that she was supposed to do, which she normally would just kind of sit down and refuse to do anything, often just kind of mess with her phone. If I tried to correct that, it often turned into sort of a blowing up situation. So she had started making a little effort on a couple things, and I pulled her aside on a couple occasions, and did what you really ought to do when you hand a student a token, and said, you know what, I've noticed this, and I noticed that when you do these things, you seem to be a little bit happier and a little bit more proud of yourself, and I just wanted to let you know that I really admire that, and I think that's something that you should continue. And saw a noticeable change after that, you know? Who's to say if it was specifically the tickets or the praise, or maybe a combination of those two things with something else going on in her life. But we definitely noticed a positive change. I have noticed a difference. It's been on an independent level with the students. The students who are maybe a little bit embarrassed by getting a ticket, if I'm pulling them aside and talking to them one-on-one, you know, if you make your comment about why you're giving them praise sincere, they respond well to that. And you do tend to notice a difference on an independent level. It's pretty easy to recognize positive behaviors and give them to them on the spot. Also, in an English class, I have two paraprofessionals, and sometimes I'll send a signal to one of them, and they'll usually know exactly what I'm talking about, needing praise, and they'll write something up and hand it to them.